Hey, Viewsters. Really quickly, I just wanted to tell you about a really great new wine subscription service. Join the Community Wine and Spirits monthly wine club, the Mutual Satisfaction Society. You'll receive 3 carefully selected bottles every month, complete with tasting notes and detailed information on each wine, all for only $90. Join in the next 24 hours and get 20% off your first shipment. Want fancier wine than that? They got you. Join the Mutual Satisfaction Society, plus, for extra satisfaction, $150 will get you 3 very special bottles of wine. Let them take the trouble out of selecting great wines that you will love. Your first shipment is 20% off just for listening to View the Right Thing. Join the community today at www.communitywineandspirits.com or DM them at CommunityWS.
In this haunting episode of View the Right Thing, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren travel to Enfield, England to help a single mother and her 4 children who are plagued by a sinister presence in their home. As they confront increasingly disturbing supernatural events, the Warrens uncover a malevolent spirit tied to a demonic entity known as the Nun. Based on the real-life Enfield poltergeist case, the film blends chilling hauntings with emotional depth, testing the Warrens' faith and resolve in one of their most terrifying investigations. Wes clutches his crucifix, and Alexis readies her holy water as they give us their take on The Conjuring 2 on View the Right Thing.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hi, welcome to another episode of View the Right Thing. I'm Wes.
I'm Alexis.
Hi, how you doing, Alexis?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. It's the first time you've had to watch a horror film for the podcast without me.
By myself.
Yeah. What a brave soul you are.
It was rough, but I survived.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Spooky Month.
Spooky.
Mm-hmm. Anything exciting to report?
Anything exciting to report? My theater company has a new play series coming out at the first 2 weekends in November.
Is this the Conversations with Dead People or whatever? Is that what it's called? What's it
Cemetery Situations.
That sounds like, well, that's pretty much what I said.
Yeah.
Conversations
with Dead People. It's funny because in my play, I am talking to dead people. So
See?
Mm-hmm.
I know. What's your play called?
My play is called Grave Matters.
Oh, that's
but more like Grave Matters, not Grave Matters, you know?
I got you. Yeah.
Matters at the grave.
like a podcast. Like, you're welcome to Grave Matters.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So anyone in the Los Angeles area, if you go to neoensembletheater.org, you can buy tickets.
Yeah.
Yay!
If you're not in the Los Angeles area, you can take a trip.
You can take a trip.
Little vacation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if you're not in the Los Angeles area and you feel like donating to the theater company, that's also totally acceptable.
Oh, yeah.
And awesome, because we are a non-for-profit theater company. We perform and put on shows and do creative things because it makes us happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I have going on.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, it's baseball postseason time. By the time people hear this, I will either be really, really happy because the Mariners are doing well, or really, really angry because the Mariners aren't doing well. So we'll see. It'll be in the middle of a series, I think, by the time this episode comes out. So we'll see how things go. We don't know who we're going to play yet. So, yeah.
Is it, because I don't know, but is it possible that the Mariners could play the Cubs?
Yes. The Cubs are in the playoffs. The Cubs their series is currently tied. They're in the wild card right now.
Yeah.
And then if the Cubs win, then they've got to play the Brewers.
Oh no.
Which that's tough because the Brewers are like the best team in baseball this year. So
which is so wild. But yeah,
they could beat the Brewers. If they beat the Brewers, then they'd have to play the winner of Los Angeles and Philadelphia. So let's say Philadelphia beats Los Angeles, then they would have to play Philadelphia, and if they beat Philadelphia, then they would go to the World Series.
Wow. Which has only happened once in my entire life. Once in most people's entire lives.
Yeah, okay. You know what? We don't have to talk about the freaking Cubs because they've won multiple World Series. The Mariners have never even been to the World Series. Never even been to the World Series. Only once in your lifetime, but they've won prior to that.
Was it only once more?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay, fine. I do hope that the Mariners win.
At least get to the World Series.
Yeah.
It'd be great. A Cubs Mariner World Series would be fantastic.
Right?
Yeah. I'd be very happy with that.
I'd be like very torn though. Who am I supposed to root for?
Well, I wouldn't. But
the Mariners.
You know.
The Mariners.
What's that?
The Mariners. That's who I'm supposed to root for. Oh,
yeah,
you froze as I was like,
yeah.
who am I supposed to root for? And it looked like you were just staring down the camera like, obviously it's the Mariners. And I was like, yeah, the Mariners.
Yeah. No, you can root for Chicago. That's fine. Nick, a friend of the podcast, Nick, he's a hardcore Chicago Cubs fan. So, so I know who he'd be rooting for.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like we have a shot. So we'll see. I'm trying to not get my hopes up too much. We've played this game before and walked away crying. So, you know, I don't know. Hopefully it'll work out.
Yeah. I'm hopeful for you.
All I know is I want the Red Sox to beat the Yankees.
Well, yeah. Always.
I'd love to see the Yankees be knocked out in the first round.
Right?
Hilarious. Yankees fans are the worst. Yeah, I said it, New York people. Yankee fans are the worst. Followed very closely by Astro fans.
Oh, really?
Actually, Astro fans are probably worse than Yankee fans now, but it's a very narrow margin.
Wow. I didn't know.
You didn't know Yankee fans were terrible?
I knew Yankees fans were terrible, but I didn't know that the Astros fans were.
You know how bad you have to be to like support and still celebrate the fact that your team won a World Series by cheating. They're not ashamed of it. They're not ashamed of it. They're proud that they did it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Astros fans will go into somebody will post the Mariners won, we're so excited, blah 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 blah. Astros fans will then go into that conversation just to cause a fight.
Oh boo.
Yeah, they're terrible.
That's so unnecessary.
Yankees fans are kind of the same way though, to be honest.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You could be like, if the Mariners go to the World Series, somebody will post like, the Mariners are going to go to the World Series. And then, of course, a Yankees fan will have to be like, well, you know how many rings we have? It's like, no one asked you. No one ever asked you.
Wow, they're so cocky.
Yeah, they're terrible.
And
you know
what?
Previous championships don't count. The only thing that counts is this year, baby.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Akron Rubber Ducks shirt today.
Yes. Tell me what that is.
It's a minor league team here in Akron. They got a cute little park. They do an excellent fireworks show.
Oh, this is a baseball team?
Baseball team, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. AA.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Even though they're the farm system for the Guardians. Whew, almost screwed that up. We don't say that anymore. the Guardians.
Guardians.
It is hard to sometimes. It's funny. Normally, I don't mess that up, but it's hard, especially living here now, like being around so many people who say it, and so it's sort of just kind of it's put in your head a lot. And like I'll because I get a lot of baseball things in my feeds, my Instagram and TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
And because it geolocates you, so it gives you stuff for your area. So like you get lots of LA stuff. I get lots of like Cleveland and Akron and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So I'm getting a lot of like Cleveland Guardians fans, and they're like, "Oh, I'm making a custom jacket or custom jersey," and they always have Indians on there instead of Guardians. These people are just so butthurt about the name change, I guess.
Right. That's so weird.
I get having pride in your nostalgia, but like also, let's
get over it.
Be respectful of like not tokenizing and turning actual human beings into mascots. Like that's not cool.
Right. Womp womp.
Wow. Anyways. Baseball aside. Also, I tried to give platelets. I tried to donate platelets at the Red Cross.
Yeah.
I sent you a thing to the Red Cross. Did
yes. I? Yes, you did.
You can be on my team. It's cool because when you're on a team, it tells you how many lives your team has saved.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's really cool. Because they tell you now. They tell you when your blood goes to a hospital.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're like, oh, your blood is now stored. And then it'll be like, your blood has gone to the hospital and saved 3 lives or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's incredible.
So try to give platelets. Partially because I've never done platelets before. And I was like, oh, let's do this. This sounds like a worthy thing. We gave blood like about a month and a half ago. And also, they were doing a giveaway where if you donated platelets, you got a Snoopy sweatshirt. And I really wanted. And so we went in, and they check your pulse, and then they have this new thing where they check your iron. They used to stick your finger and then they check your blood. Now they have this new thing that's kind of like a blood pressure cuff, but it just goes on your thumb. It just goes on your thumb and squeezes your thumb a little bit. And then it checks your iron that way. So I don't know how, but it checks your iron.
That's fascinating.
It turns out because we recently gave blood, our iron was too low to give platelets, so we weren't able to donate. So I was kind of bummed out.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. So they were like, wait a few weeks and then come back and you can do it. So we're like, well, okay, we'll do that.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta get on that. Because I'm like almost a universal donor. I'm like the step down from universal.
What are you, like O negative?
I'm O positive. O neg is universal. But then
gotcha.
O positive is like, here you go.
I'm A negative, which means I can give to any negative.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But not O.
I can give to any negative.
Really?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. I thought that O could only get O. Listeners, if you know the answer.
I know. I'm pretty sure I can give to any negative, and I think I can give to any A. I might be able to give to A positive and negative, but then but then I can give to B negative, and I believe I can give to O negative.
That's wild. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Apparently my blood is actually considered one of the more rare ones as well.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I think I saw something that said it was like 4% of people or something.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong, but it is supposed to be pretty. Like my app is constantly like, "Hey, we need your blood."
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to donate to Life Source, which in California is a water company, which is very confusing. But in Illinois, it's a blood donation company. They used to come into my high school, and during Katrina, they harassed me and would call me every single day asking me to donate blood. And I had to report them to the Better Business Bureau to get them to stop contacting me. Because I was like, I can't right now. I'm not available.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to, but I just can't.
Red Cross. Go Red Cross.
Red Cross.
You know,
Woo-woo.
Red Cross will give you gift cards too. I
What?
think they give you like you go in and you give, and then the next time you give, I think they give you a $10 gift card.
That is so nice.
And then right now they're doing a thing where you can get up to $40 in gift cards. I think the
Wow.
$10 gift card is automatically Amazon, and then the $40 one is like you can pick from a bunch of different things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. The last time I donated, I had a choral concert that evening. And they're like,
Oh.
do you have any strenuous activities you need to do? And I was like, no. Just thinking like, I'm just going to sing.
Did you pass out?
I almost passed out on stage. I had to
awesome.
leave the stage. We had a quarter of the concert left.
That's
and I just like sat in the back and started crying. And I'm like, why do I feel this way? And one of the other gals who was in the choir was a nurse. And she's like, you gave blood? Are you crazy? I was like, I didn't know. I wasn't going to go exercising. Oh, yeah, you use a ton of lung strength to sing. So anyone who it's like, I want to give blood, don't do it on a day where you have a concert or something that like you think isn't strenuous, because it is, y'all.
Yep. Yeah. And if anybody wants to join our Red Cross team, just for funsies, it's View the Right Thing. That's the name of the team, View the Right Thing.
Amazing. We'd love to have you.
Yeah. You also get cool little badges. I mean, they're just like, they're like achievements, like Xbox achievements, but it's pretty cool. I was really so excited to get one yesterday, but now we didn't get it. If you give in October, you get the vampire badge. I was like, sweet.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they have badges.
That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, they have badges for giving in certain months, and then they also have badges for like if you donate within a certain period of this specific holiday. So it's like if you donate within a week of the 4th of July, because 4th of July is like a big accident thing. So if you donate around then they give you like a special badge that you can only get then, and you get special badges for joining our team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Join our team.
Join our team. Yay. You say our team, but you got to join.
I know. I got the link. I was sewing a lot yesterday.
I bet.
It was a lot. I'm gonna take a nap later.
Oh no. Okay. Well, let's get into. We went and watched a trailer.
Yes, we did watch a trailer. Yes.
What did we watch?
It was for The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Don't forget that little guy.
Correct.
I'm so excited. It gave me chills.
Did it?
Yeah, that's how excited I am for it.
Oh.
I love that little guy.
Grogu is freaking adorable.
Yeah.
Like so cute. Are they? I felt some Henson vibes. Is Henson involved in Lucasfilms now?
I don't think those were Jim Henson critters.
No?
ILM did all of the special effects, and I think like back in the day, maybe Rick Baker maybe did stuff for them, but I don't think it's Henson in particular. They do a lot of like cool like robotic puppets, like the little guys that are walking around with in episode 9. The dude's name is Babu Frick. I don't know what those creatures are called, so I just call them all Babu Frick.
Okay.
And he's like, "Good job, baby." Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those little robotic. You can get those at Disneyland. You can get like a little robotic Babu Frick.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back at some point.
I know.
Maybe if I go more than once every 8 years, I can actually see the things that are available.
When you went, did you go to the Avengers store on the Avengers campus? It's so cool.
No.
They have, so I want everything in there. I've only gotten one thing so far. I've always wanted a Tesseract. The little cube, the little glowing blue cube.
Yeah.
And they sell it there. And it glows and stuff. And if you can open it up and there's an Infinity Stone inside it.
Oh, cool.
And they have all of them. So they have like Loki's scepter and they have the ether and stuff. and
Oh, wow.
they all have their corresponding Infinity Stone. And
No
then you
way.
can buy a gauntlet, an Infinity Gauntlet that's empty, and you can take the stones and they lock into the gauntlet, and it like
Uh-oh.
lights up and stuff once you lock it in.
I was like, what
Yeah,
happens then?
I want them also back. And apparently, you can swap what stone is in what item, and it changes like so. Like if you put the red stone in the Tesseract, then it glows red.
Cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
I want all
That's
of them.
very
But
clever.
I've always wanted a Tesseract. They've got like Captain America's shield, and they've got like I think they've got like Black Panther mask or claws. They have the TVA sticks, the sticks where they like prune people out of
Yeah.
existence.
Oh my God.
So the only thing I have so far is the Spider-Man, of course, the Spider-Man web shooters.
Yes.
So,
Oh, that's great. I think Jeff worked on those.
I think he worked on the ones for the ride. These aren't
right.
ride ones. These are like from the movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're replicas of what Tom Holland wears on his wrists. They're like bigger than normal. And they actually do clip on, and they do have the little web shooter that comes down to the palm. And so when you click it, it goes.
Do things come out?
No, but it makes noise.
Okay, it makes the sound.
I know I did the hand movement, but it just goes.
Oh man! Now, unfortunately, the Avengers, all the stores on California Adventure were closed. When we went.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
they let me hold the Captain America shield once. It's really heavy. It's cool. Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
Yes, I have seen it up close and personal. It's pretty so cool.
Yeah, I want one. One day.
I know when your birthday is.
You know what I need? You know what I was thinking about asking you if we should price out so I have an idea how much it would cost to hire you to make me a Santa suit.
Oh. Yeah.
But I want like
a real one, like a good one.
A nice because I've like gone to like the costume stores and looked at them and they're all kind of like thin fabric and kind of.
I would never make you a shitty Santa costume.
Yeah.
No, it would be proper fabric, lined pants, a nice jacket. Yeah.
And you can help me find boots for it. I don't know where to find boots, but.
Ooh. Maybe
you need those big tall
boots.
Yeah, well, you need those big tall boots that go over the pants typically, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So. Right. Okay.
They're almost like galoshes.
Kind of. Which would make sense if he's
in the snow.
Stepping through the snow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're not galoshes, but they got that vibe a little bit. Yes. All right, anyways, Santa suit notwithstanding.
We're talking about happy things before we get into this.
Oh yeah. So anyways, Mandalorian Grogu, I'm super excited for it. Sigourney Weaver's in it.
Yes.
I don't know who else, but I know somebody who worked on it. So do you.
What? Really?
I'm pretty sure a friend of ours worked on it.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah, you may have been at the Academy Museum with them.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. That's so cool. And
he works on big stuff sometimes.
Wow, he was so modest. He didn't say a thing.
Yeah, he's worked on Marvel and yeah.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doubly excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get into this because I know you're eager to get it over with. So what did we watch?
We watched Conjuring 2.
Yay. What's Conjuring 2 about?
Ed and Lorraine Warren travel to North London to help a single mother raising 4 children alone in a house plagued by a supernatural spirit.
Yeah. So first question, did you enjoy this movie, Alexis?
Cinematically, like visually, it was very captivating. Mm-hmm. But no.
You had a bad time.
It was a lot for me.
Yeah. Not as good a time as the first Conjuring movie. So that's the reason why you watched this, is because you really enjoyed the first one.
I did. I don't know what it just felt. It was a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the sort of the family story is a little bit. It's definitely a different kind of story, and I think they tried to hit the haunting stuff a little harder
Yeah.
than the family. Like they really focused a lot on the family in the first movie, and this one they hit the haunting stuff a little harder. I find that the family stuff is still in this movie, and those moments are sort of what makes the movie kind of worth watching. Otherwise, it's just another haunted house movie.
Yes.
But yeah, I was watching it and I was like, yeah, I have a feeling that Alexis is having maybe not the best time right now.
I'm just glad I watched it during the day and not
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
Night would not have been an option
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I think like the first 5 minutes, I would have been like, nope, gotta wait for daytime.
Oh yeah, when they're in the Amityville house.
Yeah. What the Nun movies?
Yes.
Is that like in the same vein?
That's
in the same story? Okay.
Yeah. So, but the Nun takes place before. The Nun takes place in like, I want to say like the 40s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Nun, maybe even further back than that. And the Nun movie features Vera Farmiga's daughter, Taisa.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
as her, or
no, she is a nun.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I haven't seen the sequel. I wasn't that into the Nun movie. Wasn't that good to me. I found it kind of boring.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So so this movie had the biggest opening weekend gross for a horror film in 3 years.
Wow.
The previous movie that got that biggest record, The Conjuring 1.
No way.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And because this is also in the Annabelle universe.
Yeah, you saw Annabelle at the end.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and we saw Annabelle in the Conjuring.
Yes, but I meant in the end of this movie, she's there.
Yes.
I believe they call this the Conjuring universe.
Oh, the Conjuring universe. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, tell me about your notes.
Well, at the beginning of the movie, I didn't write down who said it, but someone goes, "This one still haunts me," and I go, "Oh joy."
Yeah, that was Lorraine. So yeah, she's talking about Amityville.
Yeah. And I hadn't. Was the Conjuring about Amityville?
No, The Conjuring was its own thing.
Oh, okay. So they just start this in Amityville because I was like,
yeah,
is this based off the Amityville murders? Because I was like, oh, if that's so, I think I can be okay.
Yeah, no. So when they announced they were doing a sequel to The Conjuring,
yeah,
everyone assumed it was going to be Amityville because the Warrens had quote unquote investigated Amityville, and so they wanted to address it, but didn't. They didn't want to. There's been movies about Amityville, so like,
yeah, there have been many.
And the Warrens weren't really like they came in and investigated and left. They didn't nothing happened.
I see.
But so like her outfit and stuff is the same outfit that Lorraine wore. Not the same, but like they got an outfit that was similar to the outfit based off of photographs and stuff. But when she's in her like trance state when she's astral projecting. And she sees the little boy.
Yes.
At the top of the stairs. So that's from a famous photo that the guy that Asian guy that takes photos for them that sets up their equipment. That guy in real life took a photo in the Amityville house, and that little like face is in the stairs.
Okay.
And so that moment is sort of based on that photo.
Gotcha. Because I was like, who's the kid with the white eyes?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Ugh. And the nun that was that from a previous. Are we supposed to believe that her being at her astral projecting at the Amityville house was the first time she experienced the nun?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are they like running a seance?
They were I mean, I don't think it was a seance per se, not like where they all like hold hands and
Yeah.
chant or whatever. I think it was just like her normal thing where she like is trying to use her psychic abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Ed's there holding her hand and like praying and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was a seance proper or anything.
Okay. It was really wild to see her open her eyes, and they were like that piercing white blue,
Yeah,
which clearly was the nun.
yeah, presence.
Yeah. Ugh,
Entity.
I don't like basements.
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
gonna say that I don't like basements. I'm pretty sure the basement in my childhood home was haunted because, like, the moment the light turns off, I am running up the stairs. Because, of course, you had to, like, walk down the stairs to pull on a cord. There
sure.
wasn't just a switch. So, like,
Oh no.
horror.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
like, I did not like being down there by myself. I was like, it's weird down here. So watching her go down into the basement and then like all of seeing her experience the murders like from his perspective was really, I don't know how do I say this? It was very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then to see her as him like snapping out of it and realizing what he'd done,
Yeah.
I think it was done very, very well.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the
Yeah.
acting was incredible in this film.
Mm-hmm.
I have to separate
Yeah, like
like
how you felt.
me hating horror films and watching the acting and the cinematography and the special effects. It was really special. And like seeing his reflection in the mirror, but knowing that it was her,
Mm-hmm.
it was really something. But I did not.
Bad time.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah, it was just a lot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you keep going on your notes then.
Okay, I go. Wait, why are we in London now?
London calling.
Which I love London.
Mm-hmm.
That made me happy. And I go, a homemade Ouija board. I don't feel good about that. I like growing up. My mom was very adamant that I could never ever play with a Ouija board,
Yeah.
and so I never have. But I know someone who did have a Ouija board, and it got haunted,
Mm-hmm.
and she buried it in her backyard, and it ended up under her bed after she buried it with no dirt on it. And like apparently had some screaming red face in her face in the middle of the night. I was like,
I'll
no,
pass.
no. I am a superstitious person. So
the Ouija board is interesting because I think it's maybe a hint that it's a scam, right? Like, in terms of the movie, obviously, in the world of the film itself, it's not a scam.
Right.
In real life, there's a question about whether or not this was a hoax, and the idea that the Ouija board is there and then they try to use it and then nothing happens, I think is indicative, like sort of a little commentary to suggest that we don't really know whether the Enfield haunting was real or not. And there's a lot of evidence that points toward it being a grift.
Right.
In real life. Yeah.
Yes. There were a lot of moments where I'm like, well, that could have very well been faked.
Yeah. Yep.
I think they commented on it toward the end, but with the water and how everyone had to turn away in order for it to work.
And then, like, the levitating looks like she's just jumping in the air.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people thought that Janet Hodgson was a ventriloquist. that she was like a child. Like, some kids
Mhm.
have special talents.
Sure.
And that's sort of, because you listen to the recordings, like, yeah, it sounds, but it doesn't sound like anything a kid couldn't do.
Right.
The voices and stuff. So
Totally. I could
you know,
make tons of voices when I was a kid.
yeah,
I mean, I still can't, but like it's possible.
yeah,
Also, like I'm just jumping to like practically the end, but when there's a plop in the water and he reaches down and finds the
the dentures.
dentures,
Yeah.
she could have easily just thrown those in. Like she could have pretended like she was being pulled
Oh yeah.
under.
Yeah. I mean, none of that happened, right? Like
Oh.
Ed Warren didn't. They were there for like 2 days.
Oh.
They
there was a lot of embellishment.
Oh yeah. This story is like, yeah. There's things that happened that people know about the Enfield haunting or the Enfield poltergeist, and the Warrens' involvement was very, very minimal, just like Amityville. So you're talking about sort of like separating yourself from the movie. Like, I've done that too, because like the truth, like, I love these Conjuring movies. I love Vera and Patrick are amazing, and I think they're fun and really, really well made. Like in this movie, they do like some really cool stuff where they sort of like cobbled some equipment together, like equipment that does similar things, and then like laying them on top. So there's a thing called a slider. You put a camera and it's basically on rails, so you can basically move the camera in and out or side to side, right? So James Wan took 2 sliders and he mounted them on top of each other so he could go like side to side and forward and back at the same time. So he basically can do this.
Oh, cool.
Or this way.
Yeah.
So they do that in one of the moments when she's like laying in the bed. So there's like a lot of things I really, really love about these movies, but the truth about the Warrens is, like, I'm going to say allegedly for legal reasons, but like those people were most likely grifters. There's no like concrete anything to the stuff that they did. And Ed Warren is not the like sweet loving guy that Patrick Wilson portrays. He had an extremely inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old girl and got her pregnant, and Lorraine knew about it and allegedly convinced the girl to get an abortion and like cover it up and stuff. Yeah. So like these people, like,
that's like the antithesis of a Catholic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Right? But they're also like lying and like talking about demons and all this stuff. Like, so I think it's important that, when we're talking about sort of separating ourselves, yes, I love these movies and I love these characters in the films, but like they're real human beings. We should acknowledge that they were probably really terrible, and that, that's its own whole separate thing. And they're dead now, so, whatever.
Yeah. Thank you
yeah.
for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
That they're dead? Yeah, fuck them,
No.
they're dead.
Not that they're dead, but that, these movies make them out to be people that they maybe weren't necessarily.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think that's one of the things, we sort of talk about, like, the first movie is a little more family, focused on the family in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things I love about these films, is that, like, Ed and Lorraine's motivation is truly to help keep families together. And my favorite moment, I love the Crooked Man, just to put that out there.
Oh my God.
But my favorite moment of the whole movie is when he picks up the guitar and sings "Fools Rush In."
Yeah.
Like, and that's not a horror moment. There's nothing scary about that at all. And it's just like, it's really sweet. And Patrick Wilson did his own singing, and
yeah.
I don't know. It's just like when you see the mother sort of be moved by seeing the kids joining in,
mm-hmm.
And it's really subtle too, because they don't do a one shot on the mom. She's just sitting on the couch. It's a profile, and it's everybody is in the shot except for Vera Farmiga.
Yeah.
and she's like super moved because, like she had said earlier, like the husband took all the music.
Yeah.
And so the kids have lived without any music in the home for however long. And
Right.
all of a sudden they're like joyful and like not thinking about this horrible stuff. And they're like together as a family. And it's like this really beautiful moment. And I love it.
Yes.
All sandwiched by horror.
I know. I was fully expecting the guitar strings to start breaking while he's playing. And, like, I was imagining what terrible thing could happen right now. The guitar strings break and the guitar flies across the room, because
Yeah.
I was just expecting something awful, but it was really nice to have that respite of joy.
Yeah. Yeah. What other notes you got there?
Janet talking in her sleep is very creepy, especially with the voice she makes. And I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
the man sitting in that chair as Billy walks by, and the truck coming back out of the hallway tent, I go, this isn't going to be good for Billy.
No.
I was like, oh, especially when Janet was like, no, leave Billy alone. And I was like,
yeah, she knows. Yeah, I really like that when Billy comes back to bed, he's sent the truck into the thing, and he goes back to bed, and we have that long shot of the hallway, and then it goes to Billy, kind of moves over with Billy, and then it comes back, and then it moves back again, and so you sort of are expecting something to come out of that tent,
yes.
right? And they really play with that expectation. That's one of the things James Wan does really, really well, is he plays with your expectations. He sort of like really understands. I mean, the best horror guys understand what expectations are,
Yeah.
and tricks you into getting relaxed again. Because the third time, and then it finally goes back to him going to the bed, you're like, okay, so it's not going to happen. And then the truck shows up.
Right. I wasn't sure what to expect, because I was almost expecting a Halloween situation where he's under the bed and pulls him.
Sure. Sure.
Because that was the first horror film that I accidentally watched when I was 4.
Okay.
And it was not great. So yeah, I was thinking that was gonna happen, and so just they broke my expectations, which was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
My next note: that house is riddled with black mold. How are they all not horribly ill?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, man.
there is just, you can see behind the chair all that mold that is just in the walls.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because there's different kinds of black mold too, but we don't have to get into black mold talk, but
yeah,
some will kill you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some might not.
Yeah.
It's assumed what's his name, Bill Wilkins, that he died from like emphysema or something, right? Like he's like trouble breathing and stuff, and he's smoking. So I think there's some sort of assumption when you're watching it that's probably, well, he says he died from an aneurysm, aneurysm, right? Smoking probably doesn't help that.
No,
but maybe it was black mold.
Right?
The black mold.
I mean, the fucking basement is flooded.
Yeah. Well, it rains a lot in England.
Yes.
It rains a lot in this movie.
It does.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next note: the bed shaking, the bite, the dresser flying across the room. Nope.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what's happening next?
Something they didn't cover that supposedly happened was their toys would fly around the room and would be so hot that you couldn't touch them. Supposedly. Again,
I mean, I've told you about the haunting experience, right?
Yeah, but I mean, knowing so much about how, like, knowing after the fact that this was probably a scam. So, for example, this girl has since said that about 2% of the things were faked. So like you don't admit that if things like if 2% of if she's saying 2% of the things were fake, a lot more of it is fake.
Yeah.
Probably the whole thing is fake. Like you would just stick to your guns that everything was real.
Right.
So the fact that she's like, oh yeah, only about 2% of the things were fake.
Just that thing you caught on camera while I was bending things and throwing things, that was fake. But everything else was totally real. And justifying the fact that, well, he said he was going to kill him. That's like a way to justify why she acted up like that.
That's how the movie justified it. Because the movie, so basically, that I don't think that happened in the real story. I don't believe that happened in the real story.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what happened for the movie is that they were like, we know that she got caught faking some things, so we're going to acknowledge that, and in the film, this is what we're going to say about it. But I don't think that was the justification in the quote unquote real life incident.
Okay.
They did England did a TV special like one Halloween. It was like live on Halloween, and it was all like it was hosted by the guy that played Lister on Red Dwarf. I want to say his name is Craig, or David Craig something. Anyways, they basically do this thing where it's like, oh, we're here at this haunted house, and they basically use the Enfield project as the basis for it, and they did everything live, and like there's like a guy, like this figure shows up just like mysteriously in the background and stuff. It's really cool.
Wow.
But yeah, they do the whole thing where like they catch the kid faking it, and there's a question about whether it's real or not, and it's pretty interesting. I think you can like get it on some streaming services.
What is it called?
I don't remember. Let me look.
But it has some guy from Lister?
No, Lister from Red Dwarf.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Let's see.
Very cool. Well, I'll keep talking while you're looking.
Yeah.
I wrote, at least the police see the house is haunted. And because there's a whole scene where the police come and they see things happening that shouldn't necessarily be happening.
Yeah.
And I wonder whether that really happened, or whether they were able to, I guess, fake something to make the police believe that there was something going on.
I don't know which things the police quote unquote witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
The police were involved and did report some strange goings on,
mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it was like chairs moving and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Craig Charles, by the way, and the movie is called Ghost Watch, and you can stream it on Shudder, or if you have like AMC Plus, I think that includes Shudder. There's something else called Philo, Philo, that also lets you stream it. Or you can rent it on like Amazon and YouTube for like $2.
Cool.
And it's kind of like a fun, very 90s, Halloween TV special. It's like kind of terrible, but kind of cool at the same time. The
90s. Kind of terrible, but kind of cool.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna. I've added that to my list.
Your ever-growing list.
My ever-growing list. I have a never-ending list of things to watch, which is great. I can never be like, there's nothing to watch.
I think if you and Jeff are bored one evening, like this week or next week or something, you'd be like, oh yeah, there's this bad TV special from England that we could check out.
Yeah, I bet he'd be down.
Yeah.
The next note I have is the nun attached itself to Lorraine. And I was like, I guess that was clear when Ed painted her. So I'm like almost wondering, did the nun attach itself to both of them?
Yeah.
It must have.
I'm unclear who it's actually attached to. Like, is it attached to both of them? Is it actually attached to Ed and Lorraine is just in his orbit?
Yes.
Like, I kind of feel like it's maybe more that because it was in this film, like, trying to lure Ed to his death.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and that's the nun is who showed her how he was supposed to die.
yeah.
So I think, so I know I wrote the nun attached itself to Lorraine with an exclamation mark and a question mark, but talking through it, I do think it attached itself to Ed.
Yeah.
And since Lorraine in this story can like really see and astral project, that's how she was able to see everything that she saw.
Yeah, and I don't think the nun showed Lorraine how Ed was going to die. The presumption with Ed and Lorraine is always that her gifts are given to her from God. So if that's truly the case in the film, in the story, then it's, I think God or an angel is showing her things. Because like Ed's like, no, maybe God's showing you this so you can prevent it. Right? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the nun is giving as much information.
Okay.
But it is, what I don't understand is how Lorraine knows the name of the, like, how did she come up with it anyways? The nun just hisses at her. Like,
well, while she's having her episode,
yeah,
so it's strange when she grabs her book, it looks like a bunch of pen markings, but I could have sworn while she was sitting there, she had scissors in her hand.
Yeah, she was like stabbing it.
It looked like she was stabbing. So
yeah,
that was a little weird for me.
Yeah.
And perhaps while she was in that state, she was able to like mind meld with the spirit demon thing.
Sure. Maybe God told her.
Maybe God told her. She was looking in the Bible.
So I would be remiss if I didn't point this out. It's time to blow your mind a little bit. Maybe. People who are fans of this film would be upset if I didn't talk about it. Okay. So the first time we get a hint at Valak's name is when she's in the kitchen talking to Ed. Ed's sitting at the table. She sits down with him. The daughter comes in the room. There is a little, next to Lorraine, there is a little like crocheted embroidered thing that says love. And the V in love is really big. And in the wood grain are ALAK. And on the other side, behind Ed, there's some like handmade crafts, and they also spell out Valak. Later in the film, when she's having this moment where her daughter is her daughter's making bracelets with words. One of the bracelets says Valak, and there are lettered blocks on the bookshelf.
Yeah,
and they also spell out VALAK. So the movie actually told the audience earlier in the film the name of the demon. So
interesting.
It's kind of fun to know on a rewatch. You can go back and you're like, it's there all along. So
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I'm gonna
look it up.
I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at Valak, and there's a lot of crazy stuff that I just happened upon by.
I don't know if I just searched Valak, but
I did.
Whoops! Close that browser tab.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Thank you for pointing that out because I didn't notice any of that.
Yeah. So
I wasn't looking. I was looking at the people and not the.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Sure.
You know. So if you want people, 33 minutes in, I think is the scene in the dining room, and I think 43 minutes in is the scene where she's with the Bible.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. 33 minutes in, that makes a 6. I feel like that was on purpose.
Yeah, maybe.
I love when people do things like that on purpose.
Yeah.
So that like, ooh, it's a sign, it's a symbol. It's fun.
Yeah. We're looking at you, Taylor Swift.
Okay. So, Ed and Lorraine go to London to meet with the family to see what's going on. And we find out that, so this is the scene where they give the girl some water to hold it in her mouth to make sure that she's not just making shit up. And of course, they all have to turn around in order for it to work because supposedly the ghost is shy, which doesn't make sense because he hasn't been shy up until this point.
Wasn't shy in front of cameras that were recording him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it's a tape recorder and lots of people staring, whatever. Anyway, he says his name is Bill Wilkins.
Yeah.
He possesses Janet during a recorded interview, and I said, it's terrifying. I was not having a good time at this point.
I do love that they took this idea that they all had to turn away and blurred out the, they blurred out the little girl and she morphs into Bill.
Yes.
And then he morphs back into the little girl.
That was really, really clever and creepy as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so I also want to point out why I think the ghost was shy. Again, pointing to this idea that not in the film, of course, but in real life, that this was probably a hoax. That I don't think the family knew that Lorraine and Ed Warren were coming. I think so. The what is that? The Society of Psychical Research. The group that came. They're sort of like the Warrens, but
of
amateurs.
England.
Yeah. I think that they had been working with them and they had set up the TV interview thing. And so the family knew ahead of time. So all the things they did for that, they prepared ahead of time. I don't think they knew the Warrens were coming. And so I think they showed up and then they sort of had to do things on the fly. And so of course we need you to turn around because it's shy, so I think it's a wink for the audience, basically, that this didn't really happen.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
See what I wrote, he came from the grave, which okay, if you're going to get into because I know a lot of people don't believe that spirits exist, and the whole going back to my mom never she forbade me to ever use a Ouija board because the Ouija board can open a portal from the unknown. And so her fucking around with the little fake Ouija board opened a portal that pulled Bill Wilkins back from whence he came, and that allowed the demon. So it was this double possession thing. The demon was possessing Bill's spirit so that Bill could possess the little girl. That's just me
No, I mean, that's interesting. Yeah. I would definitely buy into that if we were making it and that's the route we were going, when she puts the Ouija board under the bed and then the covers come down, just as the covers come down, that thing should move.
I know.
Right?
Yes. That's what I was waiting for. I was expecting that to happen.
They make a point of having a close-up on that and showing that it doesn't move. And they hold on it, too. So I think it's a wink to the audience that, hey, we're making this, fake movie, but none of this stuff really happened.
I see.
I also think that the tape is very telling. The fact that she says, I came from the grave, nobody talks like that, but kids do. Kids who are creating a story say stuff like that. You know what else kids do? When they want to convince you of that they're grown-ups, they tell you what their age is. And the first thing he says is I'm Bill Wilkins and I'm 72 years old.
Yes.
Nobody introduces themselves that way except for children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Bobby and I'm 5.
Right.
Again, I think it's just a whole bunch of little pieces that this didn't actually happen.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some notes in going forward, sorry, where I'm well, why does this happen but this doesn't?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This story was a hard one to believe.
Yeah.
But it's all very clever.
It's very clever.
Like, this girl, Janet, could have been acting out because, her dad left. Her mom is destitute. Like,
Yeah.
they're in a bad place, so she needs something.
I'm kind of with what's her name? Run the Run. That woman.
Franca Potente.
Yeah. I'm with her character in that I think that the little girl can't do this all on her own. I think she needs help from someone else. I think the mom was in a situation where they were struggling and they were creative, and she knew her daughter had some talents, ventriloquism or whatever, and they planned together. I think the whole family's in on this. That's just my idea, my take.
Yeah. It's highly, highly possible.
Yeah.
Okay. The man in the toy disappears. I go, it must be his form that he took. And Jeff had walked into the room right when that happened, and I was like, the man in the toy disappeared. And so I just basically wrote down what I said out loud, and he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, well, he's obviously he needed to take a physical form, and that was in the toy, so he's gonna turn into that guy. And he's like, okay.
He's like,
and I was right.
You were right. You're right. So I think I'm not James Wan, and I have not talked to James Wan. I think that the thing that takes the physical form in the Crooked Man is not Valak. I think it's a separate entity altogether.
Right, because Valak already has its own form.
I think it's a misdirect, and I think that there's and they did talk about making a Crooked Man movie. They were supposed to make it years ago, and they never got around to it for whatever reason.
Stop making toys scary. Stop it.
I think, old toys were scary. Like, everything old was, like, by today's standards, everything old is scary. You see clowns from, like, the 20s? Jesus.
Yes.
Or, like, old, like, the original Disneyland, like, character costumes are frightening.
Horrifying, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I sort of think that the Crooked Man was actually maybe a separate haunting that was happening. And they just never figured that out.
Wow.
Because what's the thing he takes? The cursed object he takes is the Crooked Man thing. At the end of the film.
You're right.
So I think it's like...
Well, because it's not like that he could take the whole house.
Well, no, and like the manifestation in the Conjuring was in that little mirror. It was a really similar music box, right? Like it was like it had a mirror, and the manifestation came through that, and so I think the manifestation of the ghost is coming through that thing. But I don't think that's where Valak is manifesting. They're manifesting through the girl,
right?
So I don't know.
Yes,
I can be wrong.
That's interesting.
Or the chair. Maybe it's manifesting through the chair.
Oh, right.
Haunted chair.
I think that's where Bill's spirit could reside.
Right. So if Valak was taking Bill's...
Go ahead.
Oh, so if Valak was taking Bill's spirit, then the chair is where it would manifest. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
where he died. Yeah, we did it.
We cracked it. Crooked Man's a separate ghost.
Okay, so the man in the toy disappears, and then the bell is rung by the dog. I go, but it's that creepy form, and then it's Janet. I do not like this movie. I was having lots of feelings. But that was so creative.
Yeah. But again, Janet's the one behind...
Janet's ringing the bell. The little boy had just woken up. When you just wake up, you're groggy. You don't know what you think it's a dog, but then you think it's the scary man, but no, it's just your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's starting to smell fishy.
Yep.
Okay, my next note. They don't want us to get involved. They just want us to listen. I go,
Yeah.
Ed and Lorraine Warren fighting with fire. I go, are they working with the church? Why are they working with the church?
Yeah.
Why were they working with the church?
Well, because she's super religious, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Okay. Like,
And that
the
gives them some
church
sort of
sent them there. That's
it gives
odd.
them some validity,
Okay.
right? So, but the church like the Catholic Church, they investigate this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So, like they investigate exorcisms and
Yeah.
miracles and stuff all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I know someone who had to get their house blessed by a priest
Cool.
because their attic was hella haunted. And anytime you brought a candle up there, it would immediately blow out. The dog wouldn't go upstairs. The dog
that's
refused.
That's the telling sign right there.
Right? Dogs know.
The crew, they had a priest bless the set before they shot this movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny you say dogs know. There's a movie that comes out. It will be out as of the time this episode airs, called Good Boy, that I really want to see. It's only like an hour and 15 minutes, and it's a horror. It's a horror film told all from the dog's perspective.
Oh my god!
The dog's
I don't know how to feel about that.
No. Like I think there's a lot of people. A lot of people are sort of have anxiety about the film because they're worried about the dog.
Yeah.
And the filmmakers have kind of come out and said look, you see a dog in a horror film, they're gone by act 1,
right?
And you're really worried about the dog. But this movie, the story is the dog. The dog is the hero of the story. So
okay.
I think they're basically saying, don't worry, the dog's not going to die. So,
okay,
but apparently the dog is an incredible actor. And I've heard some people be like, they should come up with a special award specifically for the dog. So we'll see. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see. But I'm very, very excited for Good Boy.
Good Boy. I'm adding that one to the list as well.
Yeah.
Good Boy. Okay.
And it's a short movie, so
yeah.
If you can't handle horror very well, like some people I know, then it's perfect.
It's in a little bite-sized
section
for you.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I wrote, the neighbors donated a ton of crosses hoping it would help. It hasn't.
Why do they have so many crosses?
Right? That is an excessive amount of crosses.
I mean, you'd have to assume that everybody on the street is donating a cross, but that's just funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it didn't.
It didn't help at all. Which is just curious. And then I write, the house was purchased with all the furniture. No wonder. I wonder if if the Ouija board situation had occurred without that chair being there, would this have happened? Because nothing had anything attached to it.
Yeah.
A new thing wouldn't have something attached to it.
Right.
In this world.
No, I agree.
So that was just wild. This ex-husband sounds like a piece of work.
Sure.
I gotta say, getting his neighbor knocked up.
Taking all the music.
Uh-huh. Who takes all the music?
Yeah.
What a monster. Okay. Help it let go. Right. I didn't know what this meant at the time. And I was like, why is that what Bill said when he embodied Janet? He's not a heaven person. What did he do in life? I'm just imagining that this guy was a horrible, horrible person, which knowing now that there was an extra entity.
You weren't actually hearing Bill. Yeah.
Yes. It's like he was trying to say the full sentence, but someone was choking out his words.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever this Bill person was.
Yeah, the only time he's clear is when it's the demon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. And I go, and why are Ed and Lorraine staying in the mold house?
They got to stay where it happens.
After she had very specifically stated, I don't want to get involved in another, I need a break.
Yeah.
And then
she was saying that because she was worried about her husband.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm pretty sure she was traumatized from that from that
From
Amityville.
Amityville, yeah, well, for sure.
I
Well,
would be.
there is an interesting flip flop they do between the first movie and this movie. In the first movie, Ed is telling her to take a break. He's like, "I don't want you involved. I don't want to do this. You need time." And in this movie, it's the other way around because he's worried she's going to die, and in this one, she's worried he's going to die, and so it's kind of flip flopped.
Right. Well, and then we also learn that basically they are each other's perfect match because Lorraine saw an angel when she was younger, and people mocked her for that. And Ed, I don't remember exactly what.
Dad.
His dad?
Yeah, his dad was like, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, that's great that we both blanked on this.
Right?
It had something to do with his dad.
For
Basically,
some reason, something was not memorable.
Yeah.
But they both faced a hardship, and the way they got over it, they found each other and became this perfect pair.
Yeah.
So that is interesting. That is interesting that in the first Conjuring, he wants her to take a break, and in Conjuring 2, she wants to take a break. But I do feel like trauma can do that, where you're like, I may have loved doing this thing, but now I just cannot do this thing.
Yeah.
Because it's too much. Okay. Oh, what does an upside down cross mean?
It's supposed to be like
the
demonic.
Antichrist?
Demonic. So I think I don't remember if it was like Peter or Paul, I think was supposedly crucified upside down.
Upside down.
As an affront to Jesus. And so I think the idea of an upside down cross is like it's an affront to God.
I see. Because I was like, why were they all turned around when Janet got pulled into the locked room? But also, okay, to go into how this could totally be faked.
Yeah.
The mom could have said, okay, go in there, pretend like something's happening. I'm going to lock the thing. I'm going to make it really difficult, but not have the key so that it looks like you were locked in there. And I'm the only one who...
If that even happened, though, I don't think the Warrens stayed in the house in real life, and they were only there for a couple days.
Yeah.
So if that scene was based on a real thing, yes, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that even happened in the real life incident.
I mean, would she have been able to teleport to different parts of the house?
No. Yeah.
Her up in the ceiling? That was wild.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was very interesting, as if she had fallen through the floor from her mom's room and was just chilling up in the ceiling. But yeah, there's a bit of a suspension of disbelief.
Yep. She's thinking.
When he's playing the guitar, I bet the strings are going to break on the guitar. And then after the scene, I was like, or not.
Yeah, I do that.
I was really expecting it to just be horror. And then it was like, oh, levity. Thank you.
Yeah.
I needed that.
There's those sweet moments. Yeah. Like when they tell the girl, oh, you know what I did? I married him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those moments are sort of what makes the movie, I think, worth watching.
I agree. It gives it... You need those breaks.
Yeah, and it gives it heart and makes it more than just the scary stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. My next note, seriously, that basement is a disaster. I go, is someone going to drown down there?
Yeah. All the wood, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, these beams are going to break, and that's going to be because it's a basement. Yeah. Well, him, because she saw essentially the basement, him in the basement getting impaled.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, he's going to get impaled in this basement.
Right.
That's not what happened.
Right. And, the mom seeing someone behind him.
Yeah, say something sooner. You saw something. Don't be like, oh, I got to look closer. You saw something. Just say something.
Yeah. And that was so fake. Her situation was so fake. Like, I'm getting pulled under. Well, then get pulled under.
Yeah.
Like, this being is stronger, can throw you through a wall, can do whatever. That
Sure.
seemed very like, oh, this whole situation was fake.
Mm-hmm.
And then the denture. What if there really were bites on them? How? Like,
How?
did like I kind of I wonder if on both sides, if it were faked, how did they do that? With
Yeah.
did they have like a set of dentures that they were biting
They
themselves with?
They probably just bit each other. I don't know.
With
know
like
if
the
that was
missing spot, like did they not look at their teeth?
is that a real thing or a thing put in by the movie? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
I don't know.
yeah.
Oh, I wrote Janet faked the event. I mean, it doesn't make sense that the crosses in the room don't work, but Ed holding one up does. Because when
Yeah.
she's in that little crawl space, whatever, I don't know where she was.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
in that tiny cabinet. The fact that all of the crosses in the house didn't do a damn thing, but Ed holding his crucifix up to her works fine.
Yeah.
Like that's how it feels very fake.
Yeah.
Like it was all faked.
There's a lot of suspect things in it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, by the way, for what it's worth, the denture thing, I was just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a buddy in college. Shout out, hi Forrest.
Hey.
He has a missing tooth, and he had like a little retainer just like that,
Mm-hmm.
where the tooth was there. So who knows? Maybe the mom had a missing tooth. I don't know. So she bit her kid or bit her own arm, and she had a missing, and then popped the denture back in.
She was only bit on places that she could actually reach.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We're on to you, Enfield people.
Mm. They're agents of the church. What is that?
We're here on behalf of the church, I think is all that means.
Okay.
They don't have badges.
I'm an agent of the church.
It's like a very brittle badge made out of the little communion wafer.
The wafer. Ed realizing, so they had left. They're like, we're done. We can't do this. It was all a fake thing. And the recording spools, what are the tapes?
Yeah.
Fall onto the floor to make a cross. So like, that must be the Lord telling him, you need to listen to these and put them together. Because they're miraculously both at the beginning of both recordings.
Well, that's interesting. But
yeah.
I will say that I don't think it was that it was a cross and God told them. I think it was they literally crossed each other, and he was like, oh, they're supposed to be layered on top of each other. Like, I was only hearing half of it here and half of it here. My idea is that you have to lay these things on top of each other. Yeah. I don't know if it was. You might be right. I don't know if I'm giving the movie that much credit to be like, oh, it was a sign from God.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been both.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a sign from God. Listen to these at the same time.
Sure. Yeah, if God's guiding them.
Yes. And they made listening to tapes seem really easy.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just rewind these for a moment, and look, they play at the same time. Yeah. But that was really cool to hear like the full message from Bill. Yeah. That Bill was being held there against his will.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Mm-hmm. It was very clever. And she realizes the name is Valak. Lorraine does. Yeah. After. Is this when Bill is stuck in the house? Bill is stuck in the house because he has climbed through the floor from the basement and gotten up and gotten stuck in that room with the daughter and all of the crosses.
Got steam on his eyes.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like about that is when he gets steam on his eyes, he can no longer hear properly.
Yes, I was just going to say that. That didn't make any sense.
Like, I mean, I was trying to like reconcile it in my head, sort of going, oh, it's a sign of trauma that like everything is fuzzy, like all of his senses are dulled because he's going through trauma. Because
Yeah.
like it's a device that they do use in things like Saving Private Ryan and stuff like that, where like although in fairness to Saving Private Ryan, there's explosions going off. But
Yes.
yeah, I don't know. It is a device that's sort of supposed to mean that your senses are dulled, but
Yeah, or
it's weird
disoriented.
that yeah, because
I agree. That bothered me.
Yeah, it bothered me a little bit too.
Like, your eyes and your ears don't have that sort of connection.
It's the one part of the movie where I'm sort of like, this is a filmmaking trope that doesn't fit. Like this might be an instance where they made a bad choice, like bad filmmaking choice. But generally, I love the movie though.
Yeah. So the lightning strikes the tree to make the form that Lorraine sees that kills Ed.
Yeah.
And I was like, and at this point, Jeff is out there and he's like, why doesn't someone just get in the car and ram the tree down? I was like, I don't know, because they're scared. He's like, just demolish the tree. Why doesn't he take the hatchet and cut down the tree? And I was like, I don't know, because this is all happening very quickly.
I think there's a couple of things. So I think, I could be wrong, but I think the front of the house, the sidewalk, is brick and iron. And I don't think the car would be able to get over there. Remember, all the cars park on the street. There's no driveway for the car to pull into. So I don't, to sort of like be defensive of the film, as I like to do. I don't think ramming the car. Other people going in to help might be a good thing. Like that could be a good argument.
But they couldn't. Wait, how did she?
Lorraine did.
Well, she climbed through the.
Yeah,
she climbed through the basement. Yeah,
why couldn't anyone else do that?
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know.
Lorraine, open the front door on your way up the stairs.
Yeah.
There's I don't know.
Yeah, lots of suspensions of disbelief.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
And then Lorraine getting into that room somehow.
She ran upstairs.
I'm still unsure how she got into the room.
The room was open. The door's open. How did Ed get in there?
Oh, okay.
The room wasn't locked up like before.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And then Valak shows up and thrusts Lorraine up against the wall, and she very dramatically commands, in the name of God, that Valak go back.
Yeah.
Be sent away to wherever evil spirits go
she
to
turns into
fester.
all teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Creepy teeth.
Yeah.
And this curtain is just slowly breaking, and Janet is hanging out the window, as is Ed.
Yeah.
And they're nearly about to fall, and we're supposed to believe that Lorraine is strong enough to pull 2 full humans out of a window or up into a window.
Yeah.
That was she must be very strong.
I don't
because
know. How old is a little girl? I don't know.
She was 11.
Yeah. Is she 50 pounds?
Maybe.
I don't know. That part doesn't bother me. That part doesn't.
No?
I mean, she only has to pull Ed in enough that he can pull the little girl in, right? I don't know. I'm not bothered by that.
Okay.
I'm okay that you are, though.
And then I write, but why did Valak go all the way to England? Why was Valak there?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the story behind Valak because I watched the first Nun movie and tried to just stay awake. I don't remember Valak's motivation.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I want to say I feel like I want the Nun movie maybe takes place in Italy or Spain or something.
Okay.
So demons can travel, I guess.
Okay.
What's the motivation? Maybe the motivation is just So I think the movie wants us to think that Valak was in Amityville as well, and that Valak possesses the children of families to kill the family, And I think that's like sort of where they're going with this. Like they keep telling the brother not to go into the kitchen, and he goes in there and she's holding a knife and attacks him, and then all the stuff gets thrown. And then we then find out that it's gonna be that it's fake, right? But I think the movie wants us to at least like flirt with the idea that the logical conclusion, if no one helps this family, is that this little girl is going to end up killing the whole family.
Right.
So that's Valak's MO, maybe. Like if Valak was Amityville also,
Yeah.
maybe Valak has been other instances. Like maybe Valak was Lizzie Borden, or you know what I mean? Like, although I think there's evidence that Lizzie Borden did actually do it. But you get what I'm saying, though, right? Like
Yes.
that Valak is an entity that possesses children to kill their families.
Right. And if Valak has attached itself to Ed or Lorraine, was it a way to get Ed and Lorraine there? Or
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it was a little muddy.
Yeah, I mean, I also sort of assume that Valak and Lorraine are like arch enemies. That's sort of how I viewed it. Again, I haven't seen I haven't seen the second Nun movie. I don't remember the first one, and I haven't seen the new Conjuring film, so I don't know if this is going to come back. Because I think the new Conjuring movie, I think, is supposed to be the last of the series. So I don't know if this stuff comes back or not.
Okay.
But so I mean, it could be that we just don't have all the information yet.
Okay. That's
like
fair.
it's sort of like when you watch the first Terminator. If you only watch Terminator 1, right? You're
you
like
have so many questions.
You're like, how could they have sent, if they stopped the robot, how could they have sent the robot back? But then you get more information in Terminator 2. And then of course in Terminator 3 it's like, oh yeah, Judgment Day has to happen. Or else none of this stuff makes sense, right? So like you get more information as it goes. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just a plot hole.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm hesitant to call anything plot holes these days. One, I think that term is like overused and used incorrectly too much. But also like everything's a series. So like you never know like what the next movie is gonna tell you that may be done intentionally. It may be a mystery and not a plot hole. So,
but right now, not having any further information, it feels like there is there's a hole that needs to be filled.
Yeah, but then if I've said, "Oh, you got to watch the third film," then you'd be like, "Oh, okay, then." you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
I thought it was cool at the end when they did the side by sides of the picture in the movie and then the real picture that was taken, or the recording that, like the actual recording from the little girl, which doesn't really sound like a little girl, which is kind of creepy.
Kind of.
But also, you know.
I believe that a kid could have made that noise, but
sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish that I like that moment in credits. I wish that they had shown. There's a bunch of photos that are just a photo by itself of like the room or whatever, and some of those it's unclear whether it's from the movie or from the thing, and then like when some of them did show up and it was like, oh well, that's the actress from the movie,
right? I
was like, well, now I have questions about which of these photos are actually, and maybe that's the point. Maybe that again, that's a wink saying, hey, none of this is real.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah.
Also, we learn Peggy continued to live in the house.
Yeah, and then died in the same chair.
Died in the same chair. Yes.
So, yeah, that's right. The mom.
Yeah. The mom.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking why?
Yeah.
I would have moved. Get out.
Yeah. At the end of the movie, when he takes the Crooked Man music box and puts it in the thing, he pushes a skull aside.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the movie Vice Versa?
No.
Okay, so it's a movie with Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage. It's like Freaky Friday. They touch the skull thing.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
That's the skull prop from Vice Versa.
Why?
So Vice Versa takes place in the Conjuring universe.
Are you...
No, I mean, according to this movie.
Apparently
the evil totem that Ed Warren ended up putting in his...
Weird.
It's probably just that Warner Brothers made both movies or something like that. Or they just found it in some prop house.
I really was expecting to see Annabelle like either her eyes move or her head move. Did anything? I didn't see. I kept like,
I don't think so. But she showed up in the credits a bunch. There's a whole bunch of, like, when it's like changing from photos to photos, there's flashes of things, and every
what?
once in a while it's Annabelle. They're
Oh,
like
I didn't notice that
they're
at
like
all.
split second flashes, like just like real quick, and then it cuts to another photo, and sometimes it's Annabelle.
Oh, fun.
And I think that's because Annabelle is the next film that comes out in the series.
Oh,
So they did like Annabelle, and then they did like Annabelle Comes Home, and I think that one actually ties back to the Warrens. Like that, like takes place in the Warrens' house.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's Annabelle Comes Home.
okay. Annabelle Comes Home.
I
Okay.
think
I mean, do we need to see these?
one of the Annabelle movies. Well, I mean, I think if you want to know the whole story, I think you're gonna have to watch one more Conjuring movie and at least one Annabelle movie, and then the last. But I haven't seen the last Conjuring movie, so and honestly, I don't remember the third one very well, so I'm probably gonna rewatch it. I do remember that the haunting at the beginning of the movie was awesome, like the cold open thing, but because I think the third movie is about a really famous court case where somebody was using demonic possession as a defense, and so the Warrens were involved with that.
Oh,
Which the guy from Amityville tried to do, and failed. I believe the Amityville, whatever his name is, the guy that killed the people in Amityville.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that guy, right? Like that guy went to trial, right?
I'm pretty sure.
And I think he tried to use like demonic possession as a defense, and it didn't work. But that's what so the third Conjuring movie is called "The Devil Made Me Do It."
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and I think it came out during the pandemic, and I remember watching it and being like really excited and being like, "Oh, this isn't nearly as good as the other ones, but it's fine." Like we're starved for content right now, so.
Well, I need to watch Annabelle Creation.
Oh, you know what's Creation?
I do.
I think that's one that takes place in the old timey times.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's interesting. I mean, it explains where the Annabelle whatever comes from.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool. And I think it has somebody really good in it, I think.
Anthony LaPaglia?
No. I mean, yes, he's great, but hold on, let me pull it up here.
Miranda Otto?
No.
There are lots of people in this film.
Lulu Wilson. She's fucking great.
Really?
She's in Haunting of Hill House, and she's in both the Becky movies.
I don't know Becky.
Okay, so Becky is. I mean, we're pretty much talking about this. Oh,
Yeah.
she's also in the second Ouija movie. So there's two Ouija board movies, right?
Oh.
There's like Ouija Ouya, and the second one is the Origin, Ouija Origin.
Oh.
And she's in that one, and that was directed by Mike Flanagan, who, as people know, I fucking love Mike Flanagan.
Yes, you do.
So it's great. It's that second one, which is the Origin, is the good one, and she's in that. But Becky is wait. Are we done with talking about Conjuring 2?
Yeah,
okay.
We're done talking about Conjuring 2.
Real quick, would you recommend this to people?
No.
Okay, I would only recommend it if you really liked the first Conjuring. Like if you're into this, if you're into the idea and the series, then yes. I don't know if you have to watch this one before you die. First Conjuring, yes. This one, maybe not.
No, I do like the first one more than this one.
Yeah, and I think that's reflected in critic ratings and stuff and audience ratings. Okay, so Becky is this really cool movie about this girl who basically bad guys show up at like her family's vacation house and kill her whole family, and it sort of becomes like a Home Alone-esque type situation where they're trying to capture her because she has something they want, and she methodically goes through and kills them all.
No way.
It's awesome, and then there's a sequel to it. It's great.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's a force to be reckoned with. Lulu Wilson, she's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
She plays the oldest sister in The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix.
Oh,
Wait, I think the
nice.
oldest sister?
I do really enjoy the Mike Flanagan shows. Like, yes,
so
they
good.
are scary, but somehow I'm like cool with it.
Yeah, he's so good.
He's really
Well,
great.
all
Yay.
right. Okay, do you want to tell the people what our next movie is?
Our next movie is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yes. So, continuing our books turned into movies. I freaking loved these books when I was a kid.
Me too.
The covers are super like the drawings in them are just frightening and gross, and
weren't those books? Didn't one of them have the one with the girl with the green ribbon? Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. I have all three of the books. Apparently, there's a hardcover that collects all three of the books. Wow. And I was like, oh, I have them in paperback, but do I need a hardcover?
Ooh.
So, anyways. So next week, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It'll be fun.
Yes.
Until next time, everyone, bon cinema.